Welcome, Chameleon Academy. This is your host, Bill Strand. And remember yesterday we talked about how big the chameleon world was and how many species there were? Well, this is the reason why it's very important to know what chameleon species you have. And some people might be surprised, don't you know what chameleon you have? And some people don't. When you go to a show, not only do some people not know what chameleon they're selling, sometimes they're actually mislabeled. Now, here's the problem. Chameleons are incredibly diverse. There's chameleons that live on sand dunes. There's chameleons that live in the rainforest, and there's chameleons that live on the frigid mountaintops. And it may be surprising, but sometimes all of them are shipped together if you have an import situation, and they're all sitting on the table next to each other with no indication that some came from very high elevations, some came from low elevations, and those are much different care requirements. So knowing the species is really just the first step in figuring out how to take care of your chameleon. Of course, when you're starting off, you definitely just want to find a care sheet done by someone who's actually taken care of them before. But I'll let you in on what's going on. If you live in the Northern Hemisphere, which most of my listeners do, you're used to seasons being cold winter, warm summer. And of course, below the equator, it's reversed. But when you get closer to the equator, the seasons are actually dry season and wet season, where the temperatures aren't that variable. So you can see how important it is to understand that when we're trying to figure out the best way to take care of a chameleon. The elevation that they are from is critical as well. Chameleons from high up on the mountains, like the very common Jackson's chameleon and, surprise, surprise, the veiled chameleon, they are going to do much better if they have a deep nighttime drop. This is because when you go higher in elevation, the temperature swing between night and day is much more pronounced. And I know you're thinking, oh, we want to keep our chameleons warm because we love them. Well, they actually come from areas that don't get that warm, and especially at night, it can actually get pretty frigid. And their bodies have adapted to that. So much so that they actually require it. If you don't give Jackson's chameleons nighttime drops into the low 60s or better in the 50s, they slowly decrease in health. So if you want to pamper or spoil your chameleon, it's best to know where they came from so you know what it takes to pamper and spoil them. Of course, we're going to be going deep into the care requirements of different species here on this daily chameleon touchpoint. But today's concept to meditate on is that chameleons are so diverse because they come from so many different geographical areas, and so each species has different care requirements. Today's a great day to go and give your chameleon that special treat and appreciate that we can spend time with these mini tree dragons. Have a good day, and I will see you tomorrow for the next Chameleon Academy Daily Chameleon Touchpoint. Bye.